Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, karibu sana, and if you are a returning viewer, I highly appreciate it. We start with the basics. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell so that you get notified every other time I upload a video. If you actually like this video, give it a like and leave a comment down below. So let's get right into the video. Today's video is gonna be dubbed or otherwise, but it might be dubbed things we should do more of. So inspired by how life is just kind of fast-paced these days, and we are keen to just like get to the next thing. We are keen to get to the next thing without even like pausing. It's a lot. Life is a lot lately, especially for I think people my age. Gen Z wanna take it to a day at a time, I think. So yeah, that's what inspired this video. It's just things we should be keen to notice, things we should be keen to do. Yeah, that kind of thing. So let's get right into the video. The first thing that I think we should be doing more of is living in the season or living in the moment. I feel like where we're at right now, you achieve something, you've been wanting something for so long, and the minute you get it, it's almost like, oh, all right, it's here, now let's get to the next thing. We don't even get to like just soak in that moment first, soak in that season, whether it's like a difficult season or like a very beautiful season. We are keen to just like think about the next thing. And I think that's really bad. Like, even think about how people are keen to post things online and they don't just pay attention to like the people around them, to the situation around them. If it's a very beautiful moment, someone is keen to just shoot, like this guy over here, he is. Yeah, this is not a moment really. But yeah, just picking something randomly from my own experience. When, let's say, we've gone out for a holiday with family, and we are at a very good place enjoying maybe a very good meal, or there is just a very good show to see or whatever, it's almost like our fingers itch to record that scenario. For example, take an example of the New Year's celebrations. When the fireworks are out and about, were you the people that just took time, looked at your family, thanked God for the year that has been, and kind of told him to take control of the year that is gonna be? Or were you the people that you don't even know where your husband is, or you don't even know where your family is, you're just over there taking photos of the fireworks and whatever? We should take advantage of every moment, and just like kind of even mentally. I know maybe you are a content creator, I don't know, and you have to do it, but we really have to take time and soak in the moments and 100% appreciate what is going on around us. Otherwise, life just keeps moving and you look back and you have no idea what it is that you are even like thankful for, or the moments that were the it moments for you, they kind of don't exist because it was just, oh, we got this, let's get to the next one. You've wanted, I don't know what, a car for so long, you got it, and now the next thing is like, all right, now how are we going to get an apartment? Let's learn to live in, one, the season, or two, the moment. Let's learn to live with our people. Let's learn to appreciate what we have around us, what we have now, so that we can also get the next thing. It's really important to soak in the situation, soak in the moment. Even if it's a hard time, take the lessons. I always say, something is, if you have a struggling period, it's a lesson. I mean, the interviews I go for and I don't get the jobs, I promise there's something I take away from those interviews. And I'm like, you know what? Sawa, let's prep for the ones that we're going to be grilled like our lives depends on it, Yeah, so appreciate, live in the moment, soak in the goodness or whatever situation it is. We should do more of that. The other thing I think we should be doing more of is give thanks. And I think that is more or less related. Okay, not quite related to the previous point. But we should just have a heart that is grateful. You know how the universe operates? Let's say I give someone a gift, and there's person A and there's person B. I give person A a gift, and they're like, oh, thoughtful of you, thank you. And then person B is like, oh my god, thank you so much, this is so thoughtful, I am so grateful, thank you. Who do you think I'm gonna gift next time? Definitely person B, because I don't know, there was just a radiance to me giving them. So that's exactly how the universe operates. You've been wanting something for so long, either subconsciously or you prayed for it, and the minute you get it, it's like, oh, it's here now, all right, let's get moving. Appreciate, however small it is. I mean, if you've been wanting something for an entire month or 2 or a year, and you've finally gotten it, and you just feel like, this is nothing because other people have more, then that's a very ugly thing for, whoever is gifting in the universe. So we should be more thankful to the people around us, even for the tiniest of things. Just appreciate. A thankful heart is, I think, a magnet for more. So if we are keen enough to appreciate the tiny things, appreciate the big things, take a moment to just say thank you, God, thank you, whoever who's gifted you. Just appreciate yourself for the hard work that you've put in to actually get what it is that you wanted. Just appreciate. By the way, even saying thank you to yourself, it's super important. When a contract ends, appreciate. I'm not saying that when you get fired also appreciate, but I don't know what lies ahead, So let's take a moment to just be grateful for every good thing that happens to us. Let's be grateful. Let's be more grateful than we are, because sometimes it's just like, oh, all right, thank you, goodbye. Let's not be like that. The other thing that I think we should be doing more of is taking turns in conversations, and this is a pet peeve of mine. God, I can't for the life of me. I'm telling you, I listen to podcasts, and if the people in that podcast can't take turns, I can't. I go to the next thing. Why are you overlapping? This person is saying something important, then you are saying something important. Who am I going to listen to? You are hurting my brains. Can you just stop? I think we should learn to listen more, talk less, or listen first, then talk. It's not kwanza girls have this habit. It's like I've started saying something, and now suddenly you have yours. It's like burning your gut. You can't give me 30 seconds to finish what I'm saying, and then you can, come in and say it. We learned turn taking in high school. Can you just pause, let someone finish talking, and then talk? You have a lot to learn than you have to say, I promise. A lot more to learn than you have to say. So if someone is saying something, even if you have just remembered, write it down, or note it down in your head, and then let them finish and then get to it. I don't know where this habit came from. I don't know what's been going on. And I even see like big talk shows online where I don't know. I don't know what happens. I know there's that thing. It's really burning, like I can't wait. But please, let someone finish talking and then talk. And then there are people who, when you're in an argument, and I'm saying this because I know them. If you are in an argument, they have everything to say. You can't say shit. They know. It's them. You tell them no. But let me tell you my point of view. And I have seen people argue like this, and it itches me so I cannot. So please, let's take turns in conversations. Let's listen more. Let's listen first and then talk. Let us just listen. Because like I have said, you have way more to learn than you have to say. The other thing that we should be doing more of is finding discipline, or trying to find discipline or get disciplined as opposed to finding motivation. Now, bear with me, let me explain. So, discipline, you yearn discipline when you know what you want, you know how to get it, you have steps to get it, or not even steps per se, but you know exactly where you want to go. So the only thing that is remaining is for you to curate a culture that is going to get you to that place. Motivation, on the other hand, is you wake up in the morning, you have no idea, or maybe you just have a slight idea of where you want to be, but it's almost like everything else is bananas, and you are constantly saying, I need the motivation to do this, I need the motivation to start, but you haven't even sat down to think about where it is that you want to be, or where it is that whatever you want to start, where it is that you want it to take you. So it's discipline. I mean, at my age, I feel like it's discipline I need more of than motivation, because motivation, you can find it anywhere. Just put those motivational speakers on the TV for just 10 minutes, and I promise. You remember how we used to have these motivational speakers come to our schools back? I was in boarding school in high school, I wasn't in primary school. So they'd come, and the first 2 days you were the most focused human being on earth. Most focused. So you'll arrange your desk, you'll even make a new timetable, and you're gonna take the first position that term. It's gonna be you. And then after 2 days, it's over. So if you want motivation, just after every 2 days, listen to those people. After every 1 day, listen to those people. But for discipline, that's something that has to come from within. So recently, my biggest personally, my biggest derailer is 1, the TV, and 2, sleep. I can sleep. Like I told Roy is Restore Media. I told him to get here at 8. He woke me up. I was asleep. I swear I didn't hear my alarm go off. I don't know whether I had an alarm on, but so sleep and TV. So lately what I do before I head out, I put a sticky note on my TV and I write workout, whatever that is, could be 10 sit-ups, I don't care, and then check your to-do list. So if I haven't completed everything I have to do for that day, I'm not going to switch on the TV. And that sticky note is going to be there until I'm done. I only take it off when I'm done. Before I'm done, it's not going to happen. Because I discovered I can watch through my problems, I can watch through a thunderstorm, I can watch through a hurricane, and I can sleep through all those things as well. So I'm just trying to, take control of my weaknesses and just try to turn them around and see, I can do so much more if I didn't take 4 hours or 3 hours a night watching. So let's try to curate a culture that goes with what it is that we want. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, especially if you're used to, now me, like watching. I just like, it's usually itching me. I'll get here like from work and I'm saying I'm not doing that. I am not watching, and I'll just come sit here, put my food on the plate, and let's just curate a culture that intentionally does push us towards our purpose. Discipline over motivation. We've said if you want motivation, just watch something. Just 10 minutes of the motivational speaking has got you covered. The other thing that we should be doing more of is letting the past stay in the past. And this has to do with everything, whether it's money owed, friendships, emotional relationships, whatever it is, past success, past heart, past bliss, don't hold on to something that is in the past. And that's why I said in the beginning, soak in the moment, so that when that moment is past, you're just like, that was so good, I'm moving ahead. Because I've been a victim of holding on to, I think, previous successes, everything actually. I have been a proper culprit. So it doesn't help. I don't know. You hold on to that thing for so long. Let's say it's hard. You hold on to it for so long, and then it eats you up on the inside, and you just become a person that you're not. it brings out an ugly side of you. If you're holding on to past success, it means that you have that thing in your head for, see, I'm smart, or see, I made $1 million, see, I'm gonna make another, but I don't know, just let it focus on the next thing, but after soaking in that moment, after appreciating that moment. But we need to let the past stay in the past, take the lessons with you, but do not live in that situation. Don't live there. So if it's money owed, and there are people who just like notorious at not paying, the people that owe me in this Nairobi, I'm like, fuck it. And sometimes there's this, and I think I've talked about it in a previous video, this notion for the minute you open your palm to, like, when some people owe you, it's like you're holding on to that money or whatever it is. And the minute you open up, you're not just letting go of whatever it is that you owed, you're also like opening your palm to like receiving more. So I've just, like, there are things you write off and you move on. So money owed, success, past hurt, past bliss, just know that you deserve better, know that you deserve more of the good things that you got, know that you can achieve more. I mean, if you did achieve, then you can achieve more. I know that the failure was just a lesson to take with you. So I think if we took failures like athletes, for example, if Messi tried to score a goal and he didn't, it's not he could score the next time, and he could try the next time and he could score. So it's just like, it's a learning moment. Like, how did that curve go? How well can I make that curve next time? Let the past stay in the past. Let's take the lessons with us. And just please let the past stay in the past. So if it's ghosts, like ex-ghosts, let them stay in the past. You know what I'm saying? The other thing that you should be doing more of is watering the meaningful connections. So we know the friendships that are there for the good, that are there for the long term, or even the ones that are there for the short term, but you can tell a genuine connection, even if it's going to last like 2 months, or that this connection is here because I have this contract that is going to last for 6 months, and after this 6 months I'm going to move along, and there's not going to be anything there. But if a connection is there, please, let's learn to nurture it. Let's learn to do the things that kind of breed it. I don't know. I feel like these days people are pretty superficial, or people are too scared to like get even knee deep, let alone like waist or whatever. Like, people are just scared to like immerse themselves in something. But if you really feel like something is genuine, whether it's a friendship or it's a romantic relationship or whatever, and you know that you need to like do ABC for it for you to see where it goes, please do it. It doesn't, I mean, it's not gonna hurt you, it's not gonna take anything away from you. It's just trying. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Things don't work out? Fine. Is it the first time? No. So let's water the meaningful connections. Let's try to see where it goes. Let's try to hold on to the relationships that give us so much peace and so much joy and happiness. If you think something has potential, just water it. And the other day, I was listening to a podcast. It's a Joyride podcast by 100 and Ben, and Georgie was the guest, and they were talking about friendships. And then one person said how friendships are like plants. So you water them, you give them a bit of sun, you just take care of them, and they blossom. And then another person said they are also like plants, and some are plastic. So let's let the plastics stay in the plastic section, but the ones that need just taking care of, take care of them and see where it goes. Might just blossom to the most beautiful thing. Right. Imagine having a friend for like 20 years and it's just been amazeballs. Yep. So let's water the meaningful ones. The other thing that we should do more of is see the bigger picture. And I wrote next to that, see the later that will give the now so much validation. Because I feel like people post their success But not a lot of them are going to share the struggles they went through before they got to that success. Stories are online, yeah. People are sharing about how, but no one is sharing when they are struggling. People are sharing when things have gotten better. That's when now they have the heart and they have the courage to talk about how shitty things were, because now they kind of opened up. So do not see people just flaunting the good stuff and you think it happened overnight. It did not. So whatever it is that you're doing, as long as you are on a path that you truly believe that is where you should be, and you know that it's gonna work, even if you don't have a plan per se, as long as you have that will in you to keep looking, to keep re-strategizing, to keep coming up with new ideas, to keep, just actively trying to find something that is gonna be the aha moment for you, just keep at it. Keep at it. Maybe 10 years down the line, you are gonna be the person saying, hey, let me tell you, there is a time I was just trying to pay rent and buy groceries. That's gonna be some time. So do not be intimidated by everything that people are flaunting out here. Do not be intimidated by people that have reached maybe their goals first, because I don't know, you just stay on that path. Stay on that path as long as it's the right one. Just keep moving, keep pushing. It's gonna work out. Let's try to picture the later. Let's try to just sit down and ask yourself, yes, I'm making like micro steps per day, but if I make those micro steps per day, at the end of the year, what would they have been? Yeah, please, let's see the bigger picture. Don't give up. Don't try to tone down. Don't try to feel like, oh, this thing is just taking my time, taking my energy, and nothing is coming up. Just keep at it. You will take a lot of lessons along the way. A breakthrough is gonna come at the end of the day, but please just keep going. Keep going. Let's do enough trials. No one, maybe people do get it on their first trial, but a lot of people don't get it on their first trial, not on their second, not on their third. So just keep pushing. Things are gonna open up. Things are gonna look good, and you are gonna be so much better because you pictured the later, right? So let's picture the later. The last thing I think we should be doing more of is being vulnerable, and I added in safe spaces. So yes, it's good to be vulnerable, because I don't think there is a trophy you get for sucking it in, hurting from the inside, and then you're like smiling and you're this radiant person from the outside. But unakufa tu, like you get to your house, you sit down and you're like, what the fuck is life? So it's important to be vulnerable. Just talk about these things with someone. And I think you can attach this to finding circles that want the best for you. But if you're in a circle that kuna mtu moja ama two people that are just like close, ready to pull you down, then you really can't go sharing the hard stuff with those people. So be keen to find a good circle. Even if that circle consists of one person, it's fine. As long as you know that it's 100% safe for you to talk about the things that you're struggling with. And if you can't find that person, therapy is also an option. And there are very cheap therapists. Okay, not cheap, but I think there's even free. I think Red Cross offers free therapy, I think. And there's also counseling in like churches. I don't know. You can just, but please don't die on the inside alone, and then you're gonna start having thoughts. So you can find a therapist somehow. You can find them. There are those ones that are online. I think there's a friend of mine who told me they were paying one, I think 1,000 bob, and they were just having online sessions. I don't know for how long and how frequently. But you just need to learn to be vulnerable, learn to share the things, because I feel like the rate at which people are committing suicide is just alarming. And it's just because they probably didn't have a genuine support system, or they felt that they had disappointed this support system for so long that there wasn't need to share their struggles anymore. But don't ever feel like you are a burden, really. If you are struggling with something, just talk to someone, be vulnerable, allow yourself to seek counsel, seek advice, seek support anytime, anywhere, but with a safe space. All right, so that's all for me today. I highly appreciate it if you have stuck around until this time. Thank you so much for doing so. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified every other time I upload a video, and also leave a comment down below. Tell me the things that you feel like people are taking for granted so much that people should be doing more of, that you think like the past generation used to do that we are not like keen to do. Please do share with me down below. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video as much as I have enjoyed shooting it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.